Okay, so we've created our levels in our grids. We've got some very basic floor plans over here, but guess what? This is not a new construction project. This is a renovation project. What do we do? In order to show a demolition floor plan, it is not necessary to come to an elevation and draw another level and call it demolition level 1. It is not necessary to do that. All we're going to do now is duplicate views and change settings. That's all. And there's going to be a couple of pieces involved here. You may want to take notes and watch this video a couple of times to get them all. I'm going to start with something very simple, and I'm going to go over to my project browser. I'm going to right click on my level. I'm going to say duplicate view. And now I'm going to do that for every floor. And you're thinking, why do I want to do this? Well, there is a reason. And what we need to do is this view that says copy of level 1 and this view that says level 1 that are both floor plans. I'm going to collapse the ceiling plans. The process is going to be identical, but I want to focus on floor plans right now. So copy of level 1 and level 1 are both dimensionally connected, if you will. They're both looking at that level 1 datum indicator. They're both looking at that. What we're going to do is we're going to change the properties of these different views to show new construction versus existing. And the easiest way to do that is over here in the properties window. As we come down here at the bottom, I'm looking at my roof level. So I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to say my phase filter is set to show all in the new construction phase. Well, if we have a renovation project, that means we need to generate existing information. We also need to generate a demolition floor plan, and we need to have a new construction floor plan. So really, we're going to need 3 copies of all of these levels. And you're thinking, 3? Why do we need 3? Well, we need a view for each level to draw our existing conditions. We need another view for each level for documentation of demolition, and a view for each level for documentation of new construction. So let's go through the duplicate view again. Duplicate the roof level, and you can see the process of actually duplicating a view is very, very easy. It's a right click, go to duplicate view, and then duplicate. Okay, so now we've got 3 copies of everything, and you're looking at this and I'm thinking, you know, I don't like how this is working. How do I keep track of what's what? Well, here's where things start breaking down a little bit. We can have a name of the view. For every single view, there is a view name, and that is the name that appears over here in the project browser. Then there is a title on sheet, because you don't necessarily want the name in the project browser to be new construction floor plan of level 1. You may just want it to say level 1 new, or shorten it even further and say L1 for level 1, and then a space and then an N after it for new. So keep that in mind when you're naming a view. It's not necessarily the name that has to be given on the sheet. And in each one of these views, we're going to change our phase filter and we're going to change our phase. So let me show you what this looks like. Right now I'm in copy 2 of level 1. Well, I want to change our phase filter to existing, but I want to change our phase to existing, but I'm going to change our phase filter to show me new construction information only. And you're thinking, this really didn't change anything. Well, let me show you what it did do. This is level 1, and this is existing. And I'm just going to place a very generic wall, starting at level 1, going up to level 2. I'm going to create a very generic wall that just runs the perimeter of these grid lines. I got those, and then I'm going to place one more right through here. And you'll see why I did this one in a moment. So here's copy 2, and this particular view is set to the existing phase, show me new construction only. So let me look at the copy of level 1. Now the first thing you notice, I'm going to zoom in here, these walls are gray, they're not black. And there's a reason for that. It's because this view is set to new construction. But I'm going to do something different, as I'm going to change this to my demolition plan. And I'm going to say in my phase filter, show me the previous phase plus demolition. And I'm going to click apply. Now it didn't look like anything physically changed here until I demolished this wall. So I'm going to go to my Manage tab. Modify. And this little guy right here is my demo hammer. I'm going to click on my demo hammer and I'm going to select that wall. And you can see how this wall is dashed in now. It's very simple. I'm showing this demolished. Now I look at copy 2 of level 1. We've already decided, we can see down over here, this is show new construction under the existing phase. So if I come here, all of this looks like new construction because the demolition hasn't happened yet. But if I go to level 1, I see our phase filter still isn't set right. So here I am in level 1. I don't want to see all the demolition. I want to see the previous plus the new construction. So you can see my demolition wall went away. But what happens if I come back to my architecture tab and I say I want a new wall that runs from here to here? What does that do? Well, now you can see, if I zoom in, that these walls have a hard black line. My copy of level 1, which is my demolition plan, doesn't show that new construction because new construction hasn't happened yet. Well, now you see the reason why we may want to name these very, very differently. But we have quite a few of them to go through. So I'm going to show you something that's going to save us a lot of time in renaming and setting up multiple views at the beginning of your project. However, I want to do that in the next video. So this one's going to be, video 3A. Setting up multiple parameters of multiple views is going to be video 3B. So I will see you in just a moment.